Yo, what's up, dudes? Sorcerer M1CKEY fan guy. That's the one instead of the I. And welcome to part 2 of the Mandalorian Bandai model kit. Now, if you've seen part 1, we just did the build and the unboxing of the toy. We're just going to show you the figure himself and all the accessories that we have. Basically, what you get is a stand, a connecting part for other bases, a sword for the Mandalorian, a few interchangeable hands. Some parts require painting, and I just painted the fingers on the Mandalorian, and I painted a bit of the shoes, like at the bottom. You also get a jetpack. You also get a few connecting parts for the back of Mandalorian on this side. You also get this nice little long rifle, like, I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a staff. All you had to do was paint a bit orange. And you also have a Mandalorian spear and a blaster. So let's look at the figure himself. Looking at the Mandalorian, you can see that this figure is very high detail. And also the helmet on Mando is pretty shiny. You can see it through the camera around, and it's very colorful on the silver. I was thinking that the black would probably be like just a plain plastic that's pretty fragile, but it's just a stiff plastic that's good, not so hard or easy to break, and that's pretty good. And moving on to Mando's body, you can see that his armor is pretty cool. You also have all those metal stickers to put on for more details. And on the back, you have a few peg holes for Mando's jetpack. And also this part just to connect some parts. Like this one, you could connect it over there if you like. It could display the this part for this one. And this one, you could remove that part and it could apply on this. And that's pretty cool. Let me just adjust the camera back. Moving on to his cape here is a cloth material, and it's about very cool. It feels very smooth. And moving down, we have a nice Mando torso that's pretty flexible. And moving on to his arms, you have a nice symbol for Mando that looks like a rhinoceros, by the way. You have nice metal shoulder pads, and one thing to notice, this one, I'm not sure why they have this hole in there. I think this is from Boba Fett's. I've noticed some of the parts here were Boba Fett's because, like, a few parts were silver and a few parts, like, were, like this. This is from Boba Fett. Same for some parts, but they somehow reused the sprue from Boba Fett. They originally had gray in it, and they just sprayed it to brown. So, if you see my Boba Fett video, do check it out. And check it if you believe me. And on this side, you have a nice metal gauntlets. And all the hands are pretty cool. You have a holding hand. And also, this one, you have a rocket around it. And there's no symbol on the shoulder pad. And moving on to the belt, you have a nice little clips and backpacks and accessories. Like this one for equipping the blaster. You also have these nice back parts. Moving on to his legs, you have a nice looking little sticker that's pretty big and it's very high detail. It looks like a lion over here. And this knee pad is pretty cool. One thing to warn is that these two pieces are pretty small and they're very hard to put in. So be careful with that. And it's highly detailed, by the way. All I have to do is paint this part, and this one I leave it just because it's a stand part. And for his articulation, head's on a double ball joint that does rotate all the way around. You could tilt it a bit side to side. You could shift it a bit forward and back. But look, sometimes this can pop off easily, so it won't break. It's just pretty loose because it's new, and I get used to it soon. And it might become a bit tighter soon. By the way, the cape kind of hinders it, but however, you can make him look a bit up, but the neck keeps popping off. up about this far, a little bit down. Very good range of motion. The arms, they're on a ball joint that rotate all the way around. They have a butterfly joint on this side. You could do anything you want with it. You could lift it up about this far. And the shoulder pad does articulate though. You have a bicep swivel that rotates like this. Double jointed elbow. Rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist like a ball joint. You have a ball mid torso that goes up and down. It's very good torso and it's pretty hard with this strap on, but it's pretty good. You have a swivel at the waist and you can swivel a bit at the top. Legs, they're a bit tricky because of the equipment. You could drop it up and down. You could kick forward and back. You could lift it out a tiny bit, but if you remove the equipment, you can make them do the full splits. You have a 5 swivel that is fully rotated. You have a double jointed knee, and you have a hinge at the ankle, a pivot at the ankle, and the swivel at the ankle. So basically, this is all the articulation you can get from Mando. Now let's look at his accessories. For Mando's accessories, you get a nice jetpack, which is a good silver. And basically what you need to do, you stick it on these holes, and you could have it like as if he's flying. So you could lift it down like that, and you could do this, and that's pretty cool. If you don't like it on, you can just remove it. Just be careful. Just twist it a bit, and sometimes these ball joints pop off easily, so be careful. Also, you get this Mandalorian spear. You also have this part so you could display it on Mando if you like. You could display it like that, and you could put it in like this. You could also rotate that part a bit, and that's pretty cool. And there you go. You can also display it on any direction you like. So you could also use something like that. Another accessory is this part. You can display it by removing this part. It's pretty easy to remove. Just try not to break it. And then you have this peg hole to plug that in. This will plug in like this, and then we plug that part in, and we could move it like this. I see that in the Mandalorian movie, and that's pretty cool. So that's a cool pose. Also, you get the Mandalorian blaster. So what you basically need to do, you just get this hand that could make you hold the equipment of the blaster. You can remove the hand. You could put the hole around the trigger finger, and that's push it in. Then remove the hand on there, and then pop it in like so, and then there you go. You could also take out the blaster from Mando's hand, and then let's just remove it. And also, the blaster is very nice, but some of the paint's pretty chipping off. I'm not sure why. I painted the blaster on this side, and I don't know why. Maybe I'll just have to repaint it, but it still looks cool. You could also display it on this side. You could push it in like this, just like the Toy Box Mando, and that's cool. And also, you then get this sword. You can just display it on this side. You could slide it in, and then stick it on. And then there you go. And then you have also this hand where you can hold other stuff, but you don't, I really like it like the other hand. Also, you get a stand. You could display it on the figure, and that's pretty much all the accessories you get. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't already. This is a really good Mandalorian. When it's silver, it looks even better than the best card with the gray. Thank you for tuning into this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.